Satnam, everybody. Welcome. I'm so happy that you are joining me here in this moment throughout time and space and all moments. And know that wherever you are, as you are watching and experiencing this practice, that you are receiving the full effect and the full containment of this sacred space that I have created for you. So today we're going to dive into some really beautiful, deep experiences of the divine feminine inside of our bodies. And this is a diving in point to a course that I do every season called Restoring Power, a 40-day healing transformation for the feminine spirit. And it begins on Sunday, June 11th. And if you have any interest or questions about that, please feel free to contact me. We have all sorts of payment plans and situations available so that anybody can be a part of this amazing experience. So I'm getting that we're going to do some really, just some really deep stuff together. So we're going to begin by placing one hand over the center of the chest, and you can have your index finger and your middle finger sort of touching the nub underneath your collarbone, that little hollow there, and your thumb touching the same space on either side. So this is just a gentle stimulation of some kidney points, which in Chinese medicine are really grounding, really soothing, and reducing and releasing of fear. So just tuning into the nervous system and allowing your nervous system to calm down a little bit to bring you into the present. Taking a deep breath, you're going to place your other hand right on the top of your pubic bone, so on your lower abdomen. And you may have done something like this 1,000 times before, or this might be your first time putting your hands in this place. Notice the quality of sensation underneath each of your palms. Beginning with your physical body, the surface area of your skin, your connective tissue, the muscles holding your body upright in alignment. And as you move deeper into the body, notice the quality of the organs. So notice, how does the heart, the physical heart, feel? Maybe it feels quiet, soft. Maybe it feels a little bit stimulated. And how do the lungs feel? Just taking a minute to be open to any messages that come through the form of thoughts or images or sensations. Beautiful. And as you exhale, continue to release all tension down and out of the body. Relaxing your jaw and your throat and your neck. So today we're going to be tuning into the experience of the heart as our navigational system. So we know that the heart has more neurons than the brain, and it has a higher electromagnetic field than the brain. and the way in which the heart operates, this emotional intelligence, it operates at its highest functioning when we allow our entire experience. So when we allow our awareness to be very broad and all-encompassing of our body, of what's going on in our life, what's going on in our mind, what's going on around us energetically, what subtle energy we're picking up from the planets or the time of year, the seasons, the time of day. Allowing our awareness to pick up on all of those things. And when we're experiencing life through the space of the heart, it's very easy and necessary to hold everything present all at once. And this actually nourishes it nourishes the psyche, but it nourishes the subtle energy bodies, which support our vitality and our well-being, this ability to have many aspects of ourself and our life in our awareness at all times, and have that stimulus constantly be meeting back to the point of the heart. So instead of diving in straight directly to the heart itself and sort of forcing and pushing and seeing what's there, what does the heart want to say, that's all a practice and a construct of the mind. So we're going to go into the experience of allowing the heart to actually show us how we are capable of living and how we are capable of receiving and transmitting and communicating with everything in our life. And of course, that sacred principle that everything outside of us is also within us in some form becomes very true when we enter the space of the heart, and we don't need to be as judgmental or afraid of things that pop up in our reality that might trigger the brain into a fight or flight response. So bringing the hand back to the heart once more, just taking stock of the energy of the physical heart and the physical lungs. Bringing yourself into your body. This is your home. And then slowly sinking your awareness down through the center of your body towards the earth until you reach the space underneath your other hand, which should be on the bottom of your pelvis, on your womb space. And tune into the energy that lies underneath this palm. And you can say hello to your bladder, which is the first organ closest to the skin. And then as you pass through the bladder, coming into awareness is your uterus, the strongest muscle in your body. And just breathe with whatever sensations or tensions perhaps are presenting themselves in the area of your uterus. Make sure that your breath is really soft and intentional. And so your abdomen expands outwards as you inhale, and it gently falls back on the exhale. And as you exhale, you can experience any tension or cloudiness or confusion that may be in your womb space, you can let that go on the exhale, and it can travel down either or both of your legs down into the floor or into the earth, allowing your legs to be this really strong support system to allow anything to be released through. Now, as you continue to be aware of the womb space, you might notice that other parts of your body begin waking up and speaking to you as well. And with your eyes closed, you begin to paint the image, the experience of the inner terrain of your body that has nothing to do with the outward shape or impression of who you think you are. So really allow yourself to dive into this almost like this life, like as if you're underneath the ocean and you see the ocean from outside of the ocean and you think this is the ocean and this is what it looks like and these are its characteristics, and then you dive into the sea and suddenly you're in a different universe where you're actually experiencing what the ocean is and the different life and the different relationships and the energy and the flow and the currents that are there. So allow yourself to go into your body in this way, losing any sensation of what your outward body might look like or is supposed to feel like. And really go inward and see what is rising to the surface. What is pulling your awareness to explore? And you can begin to tune into the flow and the pulsation of the blood in the body without trying to visualize what that looks like. Where do you feel the pulsation and the flow of blood in your body? And now, after you've tuned into that physical sensation, what is the energetic sensation? So what is that subtle echo that you feel as a result of that flow of blood? Where is that? Where do you feel that? And how do you feel it? So I feel that as a non-localized, sort of light, white, vibrant, vibrating energy that's concentrated in certain areas in my body where the energy is flowing well, but it also surrounds my entire body. And this is that joyful life force, that echo of electromagnetic energy that is a result of the physical pumping, the physical pulsation of the blood through the body. And take a minute longer to really tune into this. And if you feel perhaps that you're not able to feel this as well as you'd like to, that's okay. Stay inside the ocean of your body and allow your awareness to flow to where you do feel. And once you have a pretty good idea of the life that is in your body right now, you're going to bring your awareness back to your uterus. How does this space feel now that you've acknowledged all of the other points of vibrance in your body? You may notice that it feels a little bit more open, that you're able to be a little more in conversation with this part of your body. And now staying deep in the space of the womb, you're going to visualize and imagine a cord extending out from the center of your uterus, an energetic cord. You can envision it to be very physical. And it's almost as if it were some kind of umbilical cord. Noticing how your sensation in the womb and the uterus changes as this cord comes into your awareness. And then taking your hand that was on the uterus and placing it palm facing up in front of the womb space. And at the other end of this cord, you find a vibrant white gold shimmering light that this cord is attached to. It may even be blinding. It is so bright. And you can feel the sensation and the warmth and the weight of this in your hand. And you may feel a kind of sweetness and a tenderness for this light. Knowing that this light is not just an empty light, but a light filled with intelligence and consciousness and life. And as you look down into your hand at this beautiful being of light that is energetically connected to your womb, it may morph into an image or a shape that is unique to you. It may turn into a symbol, an archetype, a child, a vision, an idea. And once you feel the knowingness of what this vibrant being, this vibrant energy represents, you're going to ask it if it would like to come back into your being, back into your womb. And if it has taken the form of a child or something physical in the world, know that by integrating this back into your womb space, you are digesting and embodying the creativity and the vibrance and the unending life force of that being and of that project or creation. The very blueprint of that creation. And once you get permission, you can hold this being in both hands. And allow it to enter into your body through the cord itself. So you may feel the cord getting larger or shifting. You may feel as this vital consciousness comes into the space of your womb, you may feel that you want to experience this vital force somewhere else in your body, and you can ask it to come also into your being through the portal of your heart, through your throat, through the crown of your head, through your solar plexus, through the soles of your feet. And now tuning into that experience of the ocean of your body once more. And see where this vibrant consciousness moves inside of you as it enters your body. And notice how the atmosphere and the terrain of your inner body, your inner experience, feels more alive and vibrant than it did before. And when you feel this integration is complete, you can open your eyes, noticing your physical space around you. And remembering that this body, this home vessel that you're in, is not a tool for you to move about in your life, in your immediate reality, but rather it is the vessel through which you experience the inner richness of your own consciousness. And it is a playground where you get to interact with the world and you get to dance and communicate with the world and always tune back in with your inner terrain and choose to explore and expand into greater awareness and greater joy and greater depth and new perspectives. Truly like a playground. So as you move forth from this experience, you may be used to practices like this, or this may be the first time you've done anything like this. This energy will stay with you throughout the day. And I encourage you to, instead of moving on and letting go of this as an exercise, allow yourself to have the experience of whatever it was that you experienced during this time together. And see if you can tune in even deeper to that sensation of the world, the hidden energetic world inside of your being. Notice how that energy that you integrated into your uterus and your womb space, how that will come up in your awareness throughout the day. And you may begin to experience signs and symbols in your external life that indicate the continued healing flow of that process. And I invite you to step into that mystery, into the mystery of your own power, your own being. And I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your perspective and experience and your thoughts, and mostly the feelings of your experience. And if you have an experience of a deeper knowing inside of you, I would encourage you to get in touch and join the Restoring Power 40-day healing transformation. It begins on June 11th, but registration stays open for a little bit longer to allow everybody who is supposed to be there and who really wants to be there, allow them to come into that space. And that course experience, we meet as a group, do a session like this once a week for about an hour, and there's a lot of communication, and we talk with each other and support each other through the healing process. As well, this session is really special because we're going to be doing a somatic art therapy experience each week, and one of our past participants' sisters is co-facilitating that, so that's going to be really special, and she's an amazing artist. So that will be a way to deepen and actually solidify these sort of nebulous energetic experiences. We'll actually be making art from them. And then once a week you receive an hour-long Kundalini yoga and meditation video, and that is specifically designed to really work on different aspects of the energetic body as they pertain to women and women's health and women's consciousness, to make sure that we can be as relaxed and bright and open and loving and fierce when we need to be as we possibly can in our lives. And then in addition to that, each participant gets a one-on-one intuitive healing session with me. So we really zoom in on what it is that you really need to focus on right now. And you get the gift of a one-on-one Kundalini yoga practice that I give to you to practice for the 40 days of the course to solidify that change. So it's really like a full-on transformation coming at you from all the angles, all the levels, and you and I are in support and contact throughout the course and helping you with whatever you need. So yeah, and it's all focused around diving into this mystery of the self, reclaiming our innate power, which exists inside of all of us. Sometimes we forget, and sometimes we trick ourselves into the illusion that somebody can take it away from us, which isn't true. So yeah, the course is called Restoring Power, but it's really, just power, like the essence of who we are, awakening it and remembering it. So, and it's an ongoing process for me as well. Like, just facilitating this program is just such a gift and keeps me grounded. And it's such an honor to work with the women that join this course, because they're truly, really doing the work and walking the path. And that's why we're all here. So, Satnam, thank you so much for joining me. And I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your experience. And yeah, get in touch.